The English language is complicated, and I can't imagine how complicated it must be to learn English as a non-native English speaker. So congrats if you were able to learn English. English has lots of strange quirks like words which sound like the same, but are spelt differently and mean different things, vowels, silent letters, and many other quirks. But today, we're not looking at the quirks of the English language. Instead, I'm addressing my annoyance with Word always correcting me in the American spelling. Just stop it, Word. I don't know what's what anymore. So I hope you can sit down, grab a glass of milk, while I express my frustration at America for messing up our language. So stop it, America. Your changes don't even make sense. You pronounce it colour. You don't say color. So don't spell it that way. So drink up your milk, don't get osteoporosis, and let's get on with this video. Now, first of all, we need to look at how the United States adopted the English language. This started during the colonial era in 1607, when Britain founded a settlement in Jamestown, Virginia. By 1756, the British had established 13 colonies. These colonies were called New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Maryland, Georgia, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Delaware. It just so happened 1756 was also the start of the 7-Year War, a major global conflict between two huge nations fighting across colonies. Two of these were the English and the French, who were on opposite sides. The English won the war, saving the 13 colonies from the French. Now, the 7-Year War is so much more than that, and I would even consider making a video about it in the future. Then, of course, the British had a couple money problems and tried to impose taxes on the American settlers, which were framed unfair. So the Americans originally tried to gain independence from the British through peace. However, that didn't work, causing the Revolutionary War, ending in the 13 colonies' independence. This independence influenced Noah Webster, the man who changed the English language for the American people. He was very smart, and in 1806 he wrote the American Dictionary, changed many words to make them simpler and differ from the British. His dream was to create his own American language. Noah Webster also helped create copyright laws and denied the South and made his disapproval of slavery clear. Now we know how the English language was changed for the American people by Webster, so now we're going to look at some of these changes and how dumb some of the changes are. When it comes to the spelling changes, lots of these are very similar. The most obvious of the spelling differences is how the U was removed from a lot of words. For example, color, honor, favor, flavor, labor. Until we add the U to all of those words, they sound really wrong, and that's how you'd pronounce them from the American spelling. Whereas for the English spelling, you'd pronounce them like this: color, honor, favor, flavor, and labor. There, it sounds much better. Other Americans do still pronounce it with the U, but they just don't have the U in the word. There's also SE and ZE words, where they basically sound the same as analyze in both English and American. In English, some words have an RE at the end, whereas in American they have an ER at the end. Sadly, I must say, I agree with the Americans on this one. For instance, if you said them the English way, pronouncing them as they're spelled, it would go theatra, litra, fibra, and centra. Whereas if you said it as the Americans spelled it, theatre, liter, fibre, and centre. Once again, they both pronounce it the same, but it just sounds better that way. So, congrats Webster, you win this one. I'd just like to stop you and ask you to subscribe if you made it this far into the video. I'm gonna make more videos similar to this sort of style, so comment down below what you want and subscribe please. That'd be very nice. And have a cute dog picture too. Alright, so back to the video. Americans didn't just spell words differently, they also changed the meanings of words. For instance, the word pants in American means trousers or jeans, meanwhile in English it means, well, your pants, and underwear means your pants. And underwear sort of makes sense, as you wear it under what you're wearing. But then they also made jam jelly, which confused me as a kid since I thought whenever I saw a cartoon and it said peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I thought it actually meant jelly, but instead they called jelly Jello. But why bother changing that? It makes no sense. Thankfully the video has came to its end, and so forth my conclusion. God, I need to make a conclusion. I love American English so much. God save America. I mean Trump. Is that enough patriotic, Eagle?